Hey, welcome back to another episode of AdamBobrowConnect, the channel where you email me and we connect. I am about a handful of days into my quarantine back home in Taipei and loving it, actually. Just been going down the rabbit hole on YouTube of some of my favorite comedians, some of my favorite table tennis videos, and yeah, getting a lot of work done, doing some physical therapy and exercise, sort of enjoying it. A little over a week left of that to do. Alright, we got an email here. Hi Adam, I'm from India. So I've been playing table tennis for about 4 years and I'm 15 years old, but I'm having a very hard time to maintain my fitness. I've been trying to work out and keep a healthy diet, but usually give up within 1 to 2 weeks. Any tips on how I can motivate myself and become fit? Well, first of all, choose your genetics. That would make it easy. No. Okay, obviously, certain things are out of our control. I don't know your situation specifically. And the reason I joke about that is I also don't know a ton about losing weight. I've never had much extra weight to carry, and that was not a choice of my own. But it has been a choice of my own to make sure that I exercise a decent amount and try to avoid certain foods that I think are going to be really unhealthy for me or slow me down or not lead to, me being healthy. I think you probably know the formula. The general formula is exercise and eat well. So burn more calories than you're consuming, but that's not the only way, right? You said tips for reducing weight. Well, reducing weight doesn't always mean fitness, but if you feel that you have extra weight to lose, yeah. We learn new things all the time. I'm going to try to be really safe and tell you up front that yes, I'm not a nutritionist and I might learn things, we might all learn things about food in the near future that change our minds. So I apologize in advance, but generally, as my mom would always say, balance. Everything in moderation. Life is a balancing act. I tend to be a bit impulsive, and when I find out something is really healthy for me, like deep leafy greens, really dark leafy greens, like kale. I love spinach, and I still like spinach, but I learned that if you eat too much spinach, you can get kidney stones, and that sucks. Nobody wants that. But kale, from my reading, I couldn't find anything related to too much kale. That said, you shouldn't eat anything to the point of becoming uncomfortable. As a non-nutritionist, here is my nutritionist advice. Water is good. Drink lots of water. Generally, vegetables are good, especially dark leafy greens, like kale. And don't overeat. It's very easy to just eat to the point of feeling uncomfortable. A lot of people only stop when they feel like they can't eat anymore. The rule that I heard is 80%. When you feel like you're 80% full, you're satisfied, but you're not uncomfortable. You don't feel like you have to unbutton your pants or put your hands on your stomach and go, oh. You don't have to go to the bathroom immediately. So yeah, not overeating, that's another one. Generally avoid processed foods, sugar, artificial foods, deep fried foods, or too many starchy foods and carbs, that you might get from, say, rice noodles, bread, things of that nature. But yeah, I think if you have more vegetables than anything else and you try to eat natural food, pay attention to the right oils, do your reading. That's the nutrition side of it. Sleep is super important, resting your body is super important, and getting exercise. And a big part of it also is not stressing. I think stress is probably the most unhealthy thing, depending on how you handle it. I mean, if you spend all your time worrying, your immune system is going to crash, you're going to get sick a lot, and even with all the sleep and good food in the world, you won't be super healthy. So there's a strong correlation between mentality and physicality, how you feel physically and sort of your happiness meter. So enjoy what you do, and in terms of me helping you, I think if you really want to do it, you'll make it happen. If you're quitting after 1 to 2 weeks, well, then maybe it's not that important to you. And you can talk about it all you want or ask for advice, and that's fine, but that's sort of like signaling to other people that you want it. But if you really want it, you'll do it. So try to set goals for yourself that are attainable. Maybe that doesn't mean giving up ice cream 100%. Maybe it means, limiting your ice cream. Or maybe it means eating 6 days a week of no dessert, and then 1 day a week you have some pizza and dessert. Or whatever it may be. Just that you're setting goals that make you not want to quit. Take small steps in the right direction and create a streak. And then after a while, it'll just become a habit. It won't even feel like a sacrifice. Someone messaged me recently, a friend, and said, I really feel like some junk food. And that sounded weird to me. And then she said, no, I mean like deep fried food. And it also sounded a little weird to me. And I understood what she meant. I just have sort of cut deep fried food out of my diet for a long time. And I think the word junk, typically not a positive thing, so junk food doesn't sound like something you would want to have, but I can understand why people do. Anyway, sweets are tasty, sugar is tasty, doesn't usually make me feel good. I think you know the ingredients in the recipe. I hope that you get whatever you want. And if you really want it, put your mind to it and you won't give up. So I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger who said, there are excuses and there are results. You can't have both. So hope that's helpful and all the best. Hope your fitness is exactly where you want it in the not too distant future, but it takes time and commitment. So hope that's helpful. Alrighty. If you have questions or anything you want me to talk about, I hope I can be of service. Hope I can be helpful. You can send me your emails at AdamBobrowConnect@gmail.com and hopefully I'll answer them. So thanks for tuning in and more to come. All right. Take care, stay cool, and keep on ponging.